Hey everybody, welcome to our social psychology orientation video for our Canvas course page. As you already should have watched the welcome video there found in that Start Here module on our course page, I did mention I was going to do a little bit of a drill down into one of our course units and really show you how to navigate the quote meat and potatoes of our course, because everything that you need to do to actually as far as assignments or work in our course are found in those course units there. So just a reminder about that. So this video is just basically to help you feel a bit more settled and comfortable about navigating those units so you know exactly what you need to do. So when you get there, it'll just be more of a snap for you to do all that. And something you may have noticed right away is that the view of our course page looks a bit different than your view on the student end, and that's because I have to show you how things look on my end as an instructor, because there's some content I need to show you when we get down to the units that I wouldn't be able to show you in the student view, because some of that content hasn't actually been made available yet, so I can't show you what I need to unless I do it on my end. But don't worry, everything that you need to get to, you'll be able to do that there. It's just going to look a little different than what you're going to see in portions of this video there. But just a reminder that when you go to our course page there the first time, make sure you work through the Start Here module. Make sure that you follow the direction here that you have to click each item in the module in the order you find them to move forward. You will get a little green check mark, which will look different than the green check marks here. That's kind of like a digital Hanzo and Gretel trail, so when you go back into the course page, you can see where you've been and where you haven't been by using the presence or absence of those green check marks there. So make sure you go through everything that's there in the Start Here module, and this next module, what you need to do next, and the next, which talks about inquisitive and a few other things. And then there's an inquisitive module there too you want to walk through so you know how to use it there, how to register for it, etc. there. And then you are going to get to our actual course units, and this is unit number 1 that we're at. Okay. Now, as I indicated in our welcome video, each unit is going to be structured pretty much the same. So when you go from unit 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, so there's 5 units, believe it or not, you're pretty much going to find the same sort of layout or presentation of content for each unit regarding all the chapter work you need to do there. At the very top of each unit, you're going to find which chapters are included in that unit. In Unit 1, for example, you can see it says Chapters 1 and 2, and that will be followed by an available window of dates, when the unit opens and when it closes. If these dates don't match the semester in you right now as you're watching this video, no worries. When you go to your actual course page for the current semester that you're in, you will see those months and days matched there. This is just what was present when I recorded it there, and so it may not be the same semester that you're enrolled in right now. Again, there's a reminder at the top of each unit that you have to click each item in the order you find it there to move forward. So if you see an item grayed out, that means you just haven't opened up the item above it there. So make sure that you do look for those green check marks as I talk about in the welcome video there. So as you can see in this Unit 1 here, what you're going to find first there is what's called an introduction video. So each unit has a brief video that I put together, just kind of headlining what the major content's going to be in that unit there, just so you can kind of get a heads up about what to expect there. Then you're going to see a chapter header. In this case, it's Chapter 1, just to kind of tell you, hey, this is the chapter we're going to cover here. And then you'll see the content for Chapter 1, discussions, followed by lecture videos. By the way, lecture videos will link you to a separate website there. There's anywhere from 8 to 10 videos on a per chapter basis. Each video is 10 to 15 minutes long. Each video is fully captioned in case you just want to have the captions on while you watch it there. And each video is labeled and sequenced in numbers, so you'll know which order to watch the videos in. So I do give you that information so you don't have to try to figure all that out there when you get to it there. Beneath the lecture videos, you'll see what are called lecture outlines. Each chapter has a lecture outline. It's just a Word document that you can open up there. In fact, when you watch the lecture videos for any given chapter, you will see mostly what I have on the screen capture there are these lecture outlines, so you can easily follow along. You can use the outlines to take your own notes on there, so please do take advantage of that. You will find that followed by homework. And the homework you will learn is what you need to prepare for your in-class chapter quizzes that you will take. And there you can see not a link to the quiz itself, but really it's just a reminder about when your in-class quiz is going to be. You can see a little due date there underneath it alongside of it there. And if we just keep scrolling along here, you'll see the link for the inquisitive for chapter 1 in this case here. This is where you're actually going to link to the actual inquisitive assignments. You'll find dedicated links for each chapter within each unit, so please do use those links there. And then you can see the next chapter starts. Here's the header for chapter 2. Same layout here and structure, discussion, lecture video, lecture outline, homework, quiz, inquisitive there, so you kind of get the idea. It's all laid out exactly the same, so you don't have to worry about things being scrambled and feeling lost every time you work your way through a unit there. When you get to the end of a unit, you're going to see a conclusion there, and that's followed by a study guide that will help you prepare for your exam, and then just a link, not to the exam itself, because you're going to take those in class again, but just basically a brief description of the exam and when the due date's going to be there, so you just be prepared there. It kind of gives you a little bit of a heads up about that. Now once you get past Unit 1, you'll see the next unit here, its chapters, its window of time that it opens and closes there. And by the way, you won't be able to work ahead into any following unit until its opening date has passed there. So you'll be able to see it there, but you won't be able to get to any of the content. I just don't want you working too far ahead there on anything and getting lost. So one unit at a time is sufficient, believe me on that. Okay, I want to show you a few more things that are important to note in the units here. So back up here to Unit 1, just going to show you where you can find some due dates there. So the discussions there, you will see a due date right alongside of it there. And by the way, those are usually going to be due on a Friday. And by 9 p.m. on that Friday too. I'm pretty consistent about that, and you'll see that time when you open it up there as a discussion item. So Fridays by 9 o'clock for discussions that are assigned that week, that's when you need to have them done. Now what about quizzes? Let's scroll down here. You can see, again, it's not a link to the quiz itself, but it's just a reminder that this is its due date there. Remember, you're going to take those in class. So just a reminder and give you a heads up so you don't forget. And then at the bottom of the unit, you'll see the exam there listed. Same thing, just the due date for the exam. And again, you're going to take those in class. So you just have a heads up about that again. Now, one more thing I want to point out in these units here is about the inquisitive assignments. There's a little header I have here that says chapter assignments are due by the day and time of the unit exam. So let's just say, for example, you have an exam scheduled on a Monday at, let's just say 6:30 p.m. Well, you have to have your inquisitive chapters that are included on that exam in class finished by the day and time that the exam starts. So if the exam starts at Monday at 6:30, you have to have the inquisitive chapters done by Monday at 6:30 too. Okay, so I kind of like dovetail things like that to make it easy for you to remember when those are due. Now, speaking about when things are due, and I covered this in the welcome video, so make sure you watch that if you haven't already. Well, you can find due dates for your assignments in several places on Canvas. One place you can find them is if you go down into the units themselves, you'll see a due date right there alongside the assignment, just like this discussion you can see here, and this quiz you can see here, and this inquisitive assignment here. So that's one place you can look. The other place you can find all of your due dates for your assignments is when you sign in to Canvas from our portal there. You land on your Canvas dashboard, as we call it, or you sign into any individual Canvas course, you will see a, quote, to-do list somewhere up here at the top of your assignment list there. So please do take a look at that there for those assignments that are due. But in our welcome video, we showed there's also a few other places you can look for all of your assignments. Consider these like one-stop shopping, all in one place. You can find all the assignments, all the due dates, all in one place pretty easily. Let's go ahead and take a look at what those are again here now. So one place you can go, you may remember, is in our course menu on Canvas. Click on the syllabus link. Let's go ahead and click that here. And again, you will not find the syllabus here. That's in your Start Here module. There's an item there that says syllabus, but what you will find here is all in one place, all of the assignments here, and don't worry about some of those old assignments there. That's just something that Canvas keeps that I really can't seem to delete there. But you'll see our first assignment here, our discussion for Chapter 1. Its due date, its due time, again 9 o'clock there you may recall, and then the quiz on its due date and their due times, further discussions, the inquisitive assignments, your exam there. All those are listed there for you, so the entire semester is there. Because I'm such a great guy, I've already got all your assignments ready to go there for the entire semester, all the way from the beginning to the end. So you can find the entire list there so you can plan ahead if you want to go ahead and do that. As long as your instructor in your other courses has already done the same, you will see the entire list of assignments and their due dates and times all in one place like that too. So it's pretty nifty that you can use the syllabus link to do that for yourself. Now the other place you can go to find all of your assignments all in one place is to go to the Canvas main menu and click on the calendar link. Let's go ahead and do that here. Give it a moment to load here. Make sure you go ahead and toggle ahead for the course that you want. Now what you want to make sure you do when you land on this calendar page here is over here on the side you should see a list of all of your courses that you have there. Make sure that you check the box next to the one that you want to see the calendar populate all the dates with there. Otherwise you're just going to have a big mess here on your calendar. So, and also make sure you toggle ahead to the month or months that you want to see there. But you can see for this month here, the beginning of our course there, you can see the first assignments there. The discussion there for Chapter 1, the quiz for Chapter 1 and 2, the discussion for Chapter 2, all of these in a nice calendar style view. So if you just keep scrolling down a bit there for the calendar, you can see all these other things here, which are pretty nifty to see there. So nice handy way there. Again, you can just click ahead month by month and plan ahead. Again, if you have other courses you're enrolled in, just go ahead and click them too. The calendar will populate with their assignments and due dates too. And so you can see all of your courses and all their assignments and all their due dates all in one place. Again, assuming that your instructors have done what I've done and have the whole semester ready to go from day one, you can do that there. So it makes it easy for you to plan ahead. So whatever works for you, you've got this calendar link, the syllabus link, the units themselves, the to-do list. There's plenty of places to see where your assignments are and when they're due. So there's, again, really no excuse for not knowing something was due because you've just got plenty of places to figure all that out there. So I've put all those to use for you so you can make things easier for yourself and just stay on top of things. Okay, another thing I want to tell you about here, so just going back to one of our units here to show this part here, is that once a unit opens, you can work ahead on some of the assignments and just kind of knock them out and get them out of the way. So again, once a unit opens, you can go ahead and do the discussions for that unit. Just go ahead and work ahead and do them. And also your inquisitive chapter assignments, you'll have access to those. You can just go ahead and work ahead and do those as well. So just something to keep in mind to make your life easier in case you like to work ahead. As soon as the unit opens, again, you can get access to those assignments and just finish them off there. Okay, and another item here I just want to say again, so I'm repeating myself here, but a reminder again, as you'll find in the headers for each unit there and each module, make sure you click each item in the order you find it so you can move forward there. Look for those green check marks. If something's grayed out or locked out, the only reason that would be is that you haven't opened up everything above it. And if you think you really have, then don't use the Canvas app if that's what you're using. Switch to the browser on your device instead. Clear out your browser's history and cache. Try a different browser. Try a different device. Try to rule those things out to see if that's what the problem is, because the problem is very likely on your end because the course page is designed to work. It ain't my first time at the rodeo, so I've done this many times, so I know the page works. So try to figure out on your end what the problem might be. And if none of those suggestions works, well, there really might be a problem on your end that Canvas can help you with. So go over here to the Canvas main menu, click on the help icon here, let this little window pop out. Look for the help phone number there for our campus. You'll see it right here. It's a 24/7 phone number you can call and speak to a live person. They can actually sign in as you on our course page and go in and see exactly what you're seeing and diagnose the problem. So let them help you out there, because I'm really not going to be able to help you out with some of these technical matters. That's pretty much everything I wanted to say in this orientation video, so you're good to go to navigate our course page.